I say if you want to feel like you're on a vacation
Yeah,
every single day, wear a set of bikini briefs. Always have that on. That's
yeah.
always. I wear bikini briefs. Have on a pair of cargo shorts.
Mhm.
That feels like a beach day to me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real Men, Real Talk, the place to have uncomfortable conversations in the world's most comfortable underwear.
What's up, people?
Welcome in world, RMAC Mookie.
Today, we are going to be answering the age-old question, boxers or briefs. And we have some interesting takes on this, specifically from Mick. He's got a bit of a little bit of a curveball to throw us here. If you have been loving this content, like, comment, subscribe. We do read your comments, and we'll actually be reading some of your comments at the end of this episode. One last thing before we start the episode. What is your favorite kind of fabric? Do you like the classic cotton, the new nylon, or the problematic polyester, or best of all, magnificent modal? That's my personal favorite right there. So sound off in the comments down below. Tell us the kind of fabric that you love the best. We would love to hear it. You didn't come here to listen to me gab. You came to hear about boxers versus briefs. Okay, I'm going to lead us off because of us. I am an elder millennial, so I sort of like, that's more relevant to my generation. Let's see. Mick, Tilghman, stop laughing so much.
Hey,
Elder millennial, you said it.
That's right. I'm an 80s kid. All right. So boxers versus briefs. Yes, this was a question that was getting tossed back and forth. And to be honest, when I was a kid, I just wore whatever my parents got me, like every kid. And it was tighty whities. Might have had some cool superheroes in there at some point. I can't remember. But yeah, like for a while I wore briefs. And I remember one day I had a buddy and like we were having a sleepover and I saw that he was wearing boxers and I'm like, what's this? Boxers? I've never heard of this. And he's like, oh yeah, they're so comfortable, blah, 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 blah. So I started wearing boxers. And I thought it was cool. Like I wanted to be like the cool kids. You know, he was a bit older than me. I thought like, yeah, this is cool. Well, come to figure out, they're not very comfortable. Like you start to sweat the least little bit and all that extra fabric just bunches up. It rides in. It just didn't work out for me. I tried to be cool. I really did. So when it came to answering that question, I landed firmly on briefs. I remember after that, I got myself some really high thread count, for lack of a better word, Calvin Klein briefs. Those were very comfortable, at least for the day. Then eventually I got into actual pouch underwear where you actually have space, and I've never looked back. But that is my story of boxers versus briefs. I think nowadays I firmly land in the briefs or boxer briefs, depending on the occasion.
nice.
So, feedback, guys. What do you think?
Very
Tillman?
similar story.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the story of every guy out there. Honestly, they see boxer
Okay.
briefs or they see boxer shorts on their friend or their brother, and like, oh, I want to wear boxers, and then they got to come to that crossroad eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You're a brief guy, though, Chris. We knew it.
Wow. You just knew it. What do I just have
I've
a
been
look
doing it for
about
a
me?
long time now. I can look at a guy and be like, yep, he's wearing briefs.
I get that. I get that. All right. So Tillman, tell us, what is your boxers versus briefs story and like where did you land?
Man, so I wore a lot of briefs as a kid. Like I said, it's like the typical story of every guy out there. You get that first pair of Spider-Man briefs from mom and dad, and it's like, woohoo, right? Then as you get older, you
Heck
get
yeah,
into the white
Spider-Man.
tighties. Yeah, that's right. Like the normal color. I guess the normal colors, white was the go-to, Fruit of the Loom, Hanes, and so that's what I grew up wearing. Was whitey tighties all the time. I was the youngest of three though, and my older brother and sister loved that dreaded word wedgie. They loved giving them.
Oh, yeah.
And those whitey tighties, man. When you're a kid, you think you're cleaning up enough, but sometimes those whitey tighties show otherwise, and
Mm-hmm.
especially after wedgies.
Yep.
So over time, the whitey tighties didn't. I still like wearing them, but then it's just like the fact of the wedgie and just the fact that they stain so easily and stuff like that. I just didn't like that, and so my brother and sister would nickname me Poop Stain. It was the worst
You're
ever.
like,
I was like, leave me alone, guys. You guys are causing it.
yeah.
So
Like I didn't get so many wedgies when I was a kid, but I remember I had to fold the laundry. Like I was the youngest and me
yeah,
and my brother would fold the laundry. And on my other family members' underwear, I would see those. And so I developed a bit of a complex about like my butt is going to be the cleanest butt in the world, because there ain't no way that I'm going to see this on my own underwear.
Let's go.
We got to get you connected with Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes, where you at?
Not sponsoring this video, but I'm sure it's a great product. I've never had a need for Dude Wipes.
There you. All right.
So yeah, it was just like, is the idea behind the staining and then the wedgies, and they just like, there's no comfort. But when you're a kid, you don't think about your comfort. You just like want to be cool. So I saw my brother's underwear drawer one day, and I saw that he wore boxer shorts. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try these out. So I was like, Mom, I want to try some boxers like my older brother. And the same kind of thing happened. Is like the minute you sweat, the minute you start walking around in them, try to do anything active, it was just that material just rides up. It tears easy. I tried playing. Like I wasn't playing high school football yet, but I was in Pee Wee football. But I just remember having a worst chafe of my life after wearing some boxers at football practice. And so ultimately, I went back to wearing briefs for a long time until boxer briefs became a bigger thing on the market, and then that's where I've been ever since. But the age-old question, I'm a briefs guy when it comes to boxers versus briefs. I mean, that's just the idea of the fabric and everything. I can get past the wedgies. I'm 28 now. I can fend for my own. But
yeah, exactly. You can get your own wedgies.
That's right. That's right. If I'm feeling wedgified, if I want to get wedgified, I'll just wedgify myself, you know? So, yeah, but briefs all the way, man. Briefs all the way.
Okay. All right, Mick. So you got a bit of a different opinion on this. Hit us with, like, update us. What's going on? Like, what's your story? Maybe we should honor that and say, okay, what's your story? And then where are you now?
All right. Similar growing up, you know, we all start off with the Batman on the back end, Captain Underpants. I think we all can resonate with that story a little bit. I'll tell you, mine's a little bit different though. So I started off with those briefs. Going into middle school, we had this game where we would play like the nut tap. You know what I mean? Where you'd walk down the classroom.
Yep.
Guys would do the nut tap. And back in middle school, I was wearing straight boxers. Nothing skin tight, only boxers. And that left me in pain every single day messing with those kids.
Man.
Luckily, grandma, you know, she got me some American Eagle, some nice modal boxer briefs. So I didn't mind at the time. Started wearing those, and it starts to get sweaty. Like Tilghman was saying, you wear a boxer brief underneath a football pants, it's going to start to rub. And then you just kind of get stuck with compression shorts growing up. Really. Learned about compression shorts, and I was able to try out a pouch, and now I'm blessed, you know, getting away from polyester.
So you started with boxer briefs, and then, you started with boxers and went to boxer briefs, and then
started with
shorts.
briefs, boxer briefs, boxers, briefs, compression shorts. So slowly moved my way to more coverage with less space.
But now
I've got the space where I need it. Shout out Real Men Apparel, seriously.
Yeah, but you hit us with something like really good. You're just like, you sort of were like, I don't ask that question anymore, boxers versus briefs. Like, you're sort of just like, no. I wear what's clean or what you're feeling like. So tell us about that.
Yeah, once you get away from compression shorts, anything that fits comfortably, as long as it's clean in your laundry, you're going to wear it. So I'll wear briefs. If I don't got briefs clean, I'll wear my boxer briefs. I don't got boxer briefs, I'll throw on my jock strap if I need to.
Yep.
Whatever is giving me the space and the support, I'm not going back to compression shorts. I'm not 16 years old anymore. So
yeah. Oh, like, sorry for you guys if you still wear compression shorts.
What are we doing?
Compressing everything. That's what
it doesn't mean support. There's no support with compression.
No. Just like anvil, hammer. Like,
terrible.
Imagine that.
I have plastic bags somewhere in between.
Say that again.
Like plastic bags somewhere in between there. You getting smashed in the material. Like
yeah. Honestly, I was fortunate enough to dodge the whole compression shorts thing. I was into sports, but I never got into compression shorts. I did wear boxer briefs for a time. When I got later on in high school, I did, do the boxer briefs, Fruit of the Loom, fabric covered waistband. I thought, I was like, holy crap, this is the most amazing thing, a fabric covered waistband. And
there's more than
little
that.
did I know that, like, there was so much better options available. So yeah, that's our story. And honestly, nowadays we have such good options. We've got briefs, we've got boxer briefs, we've got jocks, thongs, bikini briefs, strapless jocks, if y'all have ever heard of those. We got leggings. All right. There are so many options out there that you, gentlemen, should not have to force yourself into this false binary. Man, we got it made in 2026, people. So get out there, choose what you love, wear what you love, feel great in what you love. And that's all I got to say about that. I think you guys would agree.
2026. Get some pouch underwear to pick up some chicks.
What do you say? Nice.
It's so bad.
It's so good. Leave it, Chris.
Got dad jokes. All right. We got
2026.
We got rhymes.
Get out of the thing that sticks.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, so terrible jokes aside, it's time to read y'all's comments. Man, we did the ranking video for the best daily wear underwear, and you all responded. Like, you had some opinions, and you let us know. So let's see. Reading some of y'all's comments. Alistair Connor, with some other words there at the end. If I wore one style for the rest of my life, it would definitely be briefs, followed closely by bikini briefs. Man, I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Bikini briefs, for me at least, they just fall right where my lines are. How about you guys?
Man, I don't know. I like a low rise brief myself. It fits everything perfectly. It just sits where it needs to sit, and there's no ride up.
Okay. Now, I think you lean a little bit more toward boxer briefs, right, Tilghman?
Oh yeah, but I thought it was just in regards to what they commented. But yeah, leaning more towards boxer briefs in general. Like that's my everyday go-to. A 7-inch inseam modal boxer brief, 9-inch inseam if I can make it work. But I lean more towards organic materials, so there's no 9-inch available yet, but maybe soon.
Okay. Cool.
I'll say if you want to feel like you're on a vacation every single day, wear a set of bikini briefs. Always have that on.
Yeah.
I wear bikini briefs, have on a pair of cargo shorts. That feels like a beach day to me.
Oh, yeah.
What's your go-to fabric?
Modal all the way. Modal.
Like, I feel you right there. 100%.
Crazy soft.
I love the modals. Let's see. So Victorious Muscle commented. He said the video was very informative. Glad we could help. I know y'all only asked for one, but I have a top 3 only because I realized that I used to love the 9 inches before they became hard to find. Interesting. But after I got very comfortable with myself, it is 1, free balling, 2, the full cut brief, 3, the 9-inch boxer briefs or trunks. That's interesting. I've done the free balling, but like I can only justify that during the winter when there is 0 chance of sweat. Because aside from that, like I can't make that happen.
I mean, I don't know, man. You got your boys up on the leg, I start sweating immediately. That's just me though.
Really?
Winter, summer, spring, autumn, whatever I'm just gonna sweat.
Yeah.
If guys want a free ball, man,
PTSD.
You got free will.
Middle school PTSD taught me otherwise. You want to keep something separating you from that hand.
Nice.
Even if it's just a sliver of material, you're all right.
Honestly, yeah. It really hit me one day. I was doing tree work. We were cutting down this tree way down in this hole. And we had to manually carry this tree out piece by piece. It was like a long hike to get out of there. Dang. It was one of the worst jobs I've ever done. But I remember the end of the day, there were like chafe spots where my package was like rubbing up against my leg.
Oh yeah.
And I was still wearing briefs, and they were good ones, like good, nice, like solid pouch briefs. But when I looked and saw chafing, I'm like, what the crap? I was like, man, I'm glad I wasn't freeballing. And so that's actually what kind of got me into the 9-inch boxer briefs, because those things don't ride up my legs so much.
Yeah.
So as much as I kind of get freeballing, I don't think I could do that anymore. It gets me to the 9-inch or any kind of boxer briefs that don't ride up.
I just need something.
That's putting a lot of trust in your pants.
Yeah. Man, dude. And when I think about free balling, I think about dudes that have jeans on and they're free balling, and that's got to be like the chafiest situation. I don't know, man, because jeans can get abrasive, you know.
Yeah, for me, winter is how I get around that if I had to. But nowadays, I'm like I don't try to make it happen. Let's see. JAce92. Briefs are my go-to. Once I started rock climbing, my thighs said no to trunks and most boxer briefs. I occasionally wear 6-inch boxer briefs with spandex if it's really cold outside, but 90% of the time, I'm a briefs guy. I get that.
Guys are sleep on the briefs. I know me before I came to this brand, I was completely asleep. Looking at a bikini brief or an advertisement for one, I'd look at it like, is this like unisex underwear? Or is it, for guys? Or there's not a lot of material on that thing. Tricky, man.
That's just a couple comments from our videos. Guys, if you want to add in your comments into this video, we would love to hear what your take is on the boxers versus briefs debate. If you want to tell us your stories, we'd love to hear them. Because honestly, it helps us have a better conversation about underwear. And like Tilghman said in one of our calls recently, he says the whole point of our uncomfortable conversations is to make the conversation comfortable. Just to give you guys a voice, we can talk about this, and it's okay to talk about it.
Yep.
So guys, that's going to do it for our comments section. That's also going to do it for this episode. We have enjoyed having you on. And once again, if you have been loving this content, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we drop a new video. And yes, comment, because we do read those comments. Next episode, we are probably going to be discussing what is the best fabric for daily wear. So we love you guys. Get on with your week. Go out there, do great things, love each other well, and we will see you in the next one.
See you guys next time.
We'll see you guys on the next episode.